Good morning, children. Let us begin with Standard 5 EVS, Unit 12, Part 1. What if it finishes? What if it finishes means all our natural resources which are God gifted to us, and if we don't use them properly, we won't have it in the future. Our future generation will not be able to use it. So let us read this lesson and understand what it tries to tell us. A bus journey. Today, we are going on a school trip to the Adalaj Stepwell, about 18 kilometers from Ahmedabad. We began counting the vehicles on the road. Some of us counted the bicycles, others counted the buses, cars, and motorcycles. Abraham, who was counting bicycles, soon got bored. There were hardly any bicycles on this highway. So, certain school children are going for their school trip to the Adalaj Stepwell, which is in Ahmedabad, which is 18 kilometers from Ahmedabad. And a stepwell, we all know that it is a well, but steps are given in that well so that we can get down right to the water and we can fill the water from that well. So, it is called a step well. So, as the children were in the bus, they all started counting the vehicles which were passing on the road. So, they had all divided among the children that some will count the buses, some will count the cars, some will count the motorcycles, and some children had to count the bicycles. So, Abraham was one of the boys who was counting the bicycles, and after some time, he started getting bored because he could not find any bicycles on the highway. So he got bored of counting the bicycles. Screech, the driver suddenly braked at the red light. It was a big crossing, and we could see the traffic lined up on all sides. Honk, honk, the sound of loud horns and smoke coming out of the vehicles. So, as they were counting, the children were counting all the vehicles on the road. Suddenly, the driver of their bus braked suddenly on the red light. And when they saw out, they saw that there was a huge traffic on a big crossing, and all the cars had lined up and they were just honking away, and there was only sound of horn everywhere, and smoke was coming out from many of the vehicles. Maybe that is why a little boy in a rickshaw was coughing so much. I smelled something familiar. I remembered this smell. It came from Baba's truck in the village. So, when their bus driver had braked at the red light and there was so much traffic and honking and smoke coming out, the children in the bus saw that there was one boy in the rickshaw who was coughing a lot. So he realized that why was he coughing, because of the smoke that was coming out from the vehicles. And then he got a certain smell and he remembered that he was quite familiar to that smell with that smoke coming out and that smell in the traffic. And he remembered that it was the same smell that was coming out from his Baba's tractor in the village. So he recognized that it was the smell of certain fuel, the smoke that was coming out from the vehicle in that traffic. On the petrol pump. After some time, our bus stopped at a petrol pump. There was a long queue. It seemed as if we would have to long wait. We all got down from the bus and started looking around the petrol pump. We saw many large boards and posters. So now, after the traffic jam, the bus went little further and it stopped at a petrol pump as it needed to fill petrol in the bus. So there also the children found that there was a long queue and they would have to wait for a long time. So they all got down from the bus and started looking around the petrol pump, and they saw that there were many large boards and posters which were giving certain information about these natural resources, that is petrol and diesel, and they all started reading and finding out what information it was trying to give them. So there was one of the board and hoarding saying, where you can see a drop of diesel and petrol saying, petrol and diesel will not last forever. Save it for your children. Make every drop go a long way. Switch off the engines when you stop the car. So this is an information given around 3 years ago, that is in 2017, and the same information implies in the present year also and in the future, saying that if we don't save petrol and diesel, our children will not have it more to use in the future. So how can we save this petrol and diesel? We need to switch off the engines whenever we stop our car at some a certain point when we are stopping, or at a red signal. We need to stop the engine of the car so that the petrol is not used and we can use it for more long distance. And the price of the petrol and diesel is also mentioned, which is increased in 2020. So this is the information that how we can save petrol. We could not understand why it was written that petrol and diesel will not last forever. We thought of asking an uncle who works at the petrol pump. So these children, they started reading the boards and hoardings around on that petrol pump, and when they read this information, they could not understand that why they were saying that we should not use petrol and diesel more and it is not going to last forever. So they decided to ask someone who was working at that petrol pump. So Abraham, uncle, from where do we get petrol and diesel? Uncle, who's working at that petrol pump, answers, from deep, deep down under the ground. Manju, but how does it get made there? Uncle, it is formed naturally but very slowly. It is not made from a human being or a machine. So all the children started talking to some uncle who was working at that petrol pump, and they had many questions to ask. So Abraham asked that uncles, from where do we get petrol and diesel? So that uncle answered that we get it right deep, deep, deep into from the ground, the earth crust. So Manju, one girl, she asked that how do we get it right from there? How is it made over there? So the uncle said that this is not something man-made or machine-made. It is all natural. As we know, it comes from the remains of the animals, the bones and all that which are buried dry down into the earth for many, 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 many years. And then we can extract that petroleum from the ground. So to make these natural resources, to get these natural resources, we need to wait for many, many, many years. Abraham, then we don't need to buy it. We can take it out ourselves using a bore well, like we pump out water. Uncle, it is not found everywhere, but only at a few places in our country. We need big machines to pump it out and clean it. So as uncle said that it is found right deep into the earth, so these children, Abraham had one question, that if it is found under the earth so deep, so even we can extract it from the earth as we extract water from a bore well and we get it into the house directly, then why we need to pay for petrol? We all can extract it from the earth. So uncle said that this petroleum is not got from everywhere under the earth. There are certain places from where this petroleum can be extracted. And to extract this petroleum, we need many huge machines, big machines, which can extract that petroleum from the earth, and we need to also clean it. We get it in the crude form. Crude form means it is all mixed, and then we need to clean it. Divya, is petrol going to finish? The poster said that petrol is not going to last forever. Uncle, it does not get made as fast as we take it out. It takes lakhs of years for it to be formed under the earth. Abraham, how will vehicles run if the oil finishes? Manju, on CNG. I had seen on TV that vehicles will run on CNG, give less petrol. Uncle, laughing. That too comes from below the earth. It is also limited. Divya, electricity can be used to run vehicles. I have seen an electric bicycle. Abraham, we will have to do something, or else, how will we travel when we grow up? So the discussion among the children and uncle continued, and then one of the girl, Divya, asked that is petrol going to finish, because it was written on the boarding, that board, and it said that petrol and diesel is not going to last forever. So uncle said that it does not get made so fast. The petroleum which we extract from deep under the earth, it takes lakhs and lakhs of years to be formed under the earth. So we are using it very fast because the amount of vehicles are increasing day by day. So the petrol and diesel is also used more by all the vehicles. So Abraham said that how will the vehicles run if all the oil finishes? So Manju said, oh, we have another option, that is CNG, that she had seen on TV, that nowadays cars and rickshaws, they all are running on CNG. And CNG even does not give out any smoke when they are used. So uncle said, laughing, that even CNG is got from below the earth. And this also resource is very limited. But nowadays even the CNG vehicles are increasing. Then Divya again said that electricity also can be used to run vehicles. Nowadays we have bicycles, we have certain two-wheelers which run on electricity. So Abraham said that if we are using all this so much, then we have to do something so that we can store it and use it for the future. If we don't have all these resources, what will we use and what will our future children also use in the future if all these oils and electricity and everything is used so much in the present? So they started thinking that even we'll have to do something to save our resources. Divya, my Dadi would be happy if fewer vehicles run on the road. She says, look, vehicles lying up like ants. What will you do when you grow up? Manju, see, only one or two people are sitting in these cars. Why doesn't everyone use a bus? Abraham, that will save petrol. One bus can carry many people. Manju, when I grow up, I will invent a car that runs on sunlight. Then we won't have to worry about it getting finished. We can use it as much as we want. So Divya is saying that her Dadi, her grandmother, would be very happy if she would have seen many few vehicles on the road. Her grandmother used to say that nowadays there are so many vehicles on the road, they look like ants are crawling somewhere. So what will happen when the children, her grandchildren, will grow up? What type of a traffic she can't even imagine. So then Manju says that we can see that there is so much traffic, and in each car you can see only one or two person sitting. So they were discussing and talking to themselves that why do people use the car only for one or two persons? Why don't they travel by buses? Because by a bus, many people can travel and we can use that same amount of petrol for all the people going to a certain destination. So in that way, we can save the petrol of our car while traveling by two. If two also travel, we need the same petrol, and if you go by the bus, many other people are traveling with you, and we can save petrol in that way. So then Manju said that when I grow up, I will try to invent a car that will run on the sunlight. And sunlight is a non renewable resource, it can never get over. So the car will be charged by the sunlight and they can use it for driving. And no petrol, no CNG, nothing will be used for it, and only the solar energy. Treasure from the earth. It is not easy to find out where oil is deep down below the earth. Scientists use special techniques and machines to find this out. Then, through pipes and machines, petroleum is pumped up. This oil is a smelly, thick, dark colored liquid. It contains many things mixed in it. To clean and separate these, it is sent to a refinery. Have you heard of a refinery? It is from this petroleum or oil that we get kerosene, diesel, petrol, engine oil, and fuel for aircrafts. Do you know that LPG, the cooking gas, wax, coal tar, and grease are also obtained from this? It is also used in making several other things like plastics and paints. So all this petroleum that we get, it is the treasure of our earth. We get it from our mother earth, which is deep into the earth, the crust. So now we get all this petroleum in a very crude form. I had said before, crude means it is all mixed, because this petroleum is got right under from the earth, and it is all mixed with mud and all the impurities, and in that manner it is pulled out from the earth's crust. So many machineries are needed to remove this petroleum from the earth crust, and then it is sent into the refineries. Refineries is the place where this crude petroleum is cleaned, and depending on that how it is cleaned, it is divided into kerosene, petrol, diesel, engine oil, and the fuel which is the most clearest form of that petrol, which is used in the aircrafts and all the aeroplanes. Even this LPG and wax and coal tar that we use to make the roads, all this is also a form of this petroleum. All this is got from the petroleum. And certain plastics and using in paints which we use to color our houses and other paints, oil paints, and all these types are also a form of these petroleums. So all this petroleum we are using in different forms, and it is used much and much day by day. So we need to save the petroleum by using it in a very resourceable and very thinkable way. We have to use these resources so that they do not get over, and we need them also in the future. So we need to preserve them for the future. I started thinking about saving oil. I remembered that sometimes Baba keeps the engine of the tractor on while doing something else. At times, the pump in the field is also left on. How much oil would be going waste? I thought, I will surely talk to Baba when I get home. So one of the child, as we remember, Abraham was talking about his Baba tractor in the village. So he started thinking that when my Baba also uses the tractor, he keeps the engine on when he's doing some other work, and even the pump which is run on diesel in their fields in the village, that also sometimes they keep it on, and lots of diesel is used. So he says that now I will keep in mind and I'll go and tell my Baba to switch it off when it is not needed, the engine of the tractor and even of the motor of the water, where they need to draw the water with the help of the motor. So he will tell his Baba not to use it and switch it off when it is not needed, so that they can save petrol for the future. As we just read that petroleum is used in many ways. So where is this petroleum used? For dry cleaning. So when we give our clothes for dry cleaning, they use petrol and certain other chemicals to remove the stains from our clothes. They don't wash it with water. So it is used for dry cleaning. We use for lighting the lamps. In cars, petrol is used, diesel. In aeroplanes, the fuel is used. Then we use it for kerosene and LPG, the cylinders. And then sometimes in certain machines like generators, we use diesel. And for oil, paints, and other plastics, we use this petroleum in different manners. So it is used in many ways. So this is the different ways in which we use petroleum. So now we need to save this fuel, and we have to make it our habit that we need to save it for our future. Wood for chula. Durga lives in a village in Haryana. Every day she spends many hours collecting wood for the chula. Her daughter also has to help her in this. For the past 3 months, she has a cough. There is a lot of smoke when damp wood is burnt, but Durga does not have any other option. When there is not enough money to buy food, where will there be money to buy wood? So now you can see that in the remote villages where petrol and kerosene and these petroleums are not found, the people living in the villages, they use wood as fuel for burning and to cook food. So here is one lady, Durga, who is living in a village in Haryana. She has to collect wood every day from the forest, and she has to spend many hours in collecting wood, and even her daughter helps her in this collection of wood, because they need to cook their food using this fuel, which is wood. So now sometimes they don't get the dry wood and they get some damp wood, and when that wood burns, lot of smoke comes out, and they are badly, it affects your health also very badly. And she's also got a very bad cough. Even Durga is suffering from cough. Why? Because of this damp wood. So they are in the village, they don't have enough money, so they don't even have sometimes food to eat. So how can they afford all these fuels and to buy wood? So they have to collect wood. Today, about 2/3 people in our country use uple, wood, and dried twigs, etc. These are used not only for cooking food, but also for keeping warm, for heating water, and for lighting. Many other things are used for all activities at home: kerosene, LPG, coal, electricity, etc. Kanja had seen a bar chart in a book. The chart shows the number of houses out of 100 that use each type of fuels. It also shows the use of which fuel has increased and which fuel has decreased over the past 20 years. Now, around 2/3 of the people of our country use uple. Now, what is this uple? These are the cow dung cakes which is prepared from the cow dung. They prepare and they dry it and they use that for cooking food. They burn it and then the food is cooked on it. They are used in the chulas. So wood and dried twigs is used. Many of the villages still use these for cooking food. They don't only cook food, but they keep themselves warm. They use it for heating water and even for lighting. So many houses in the villages are still using these forms of petroleum, means the form of fuel. They don't use diesel, kerosene, but they use uple and wood and twigs to burn. So many other things are also used from all activities at home. Like we use sometimes kerosene, LPG, coal, electricity, etc. Now Kancha has seen a bar chart which we will just see in the next slide, and it shows that since past 20 years how much type of fuel is used by the people. What was used less earlier and what is used more now. So let us see that chart. So here we can see the change in fuels over the 20 years, in the past 20 years. So in the year 1976, you can see that electricity was the least, the minimum electricity was used in many houses. And the use of uple and wood is the most. It is around 84% out of 100. And then in the year 1996, the usage of electricity has increased from 1, it has become to 5, and the use of wood and uple has become less, and the use of LPG is also increased. So the petroleum is used more than all these natural products like wood and uple. So much change of petrol using of fuel has changed since 20 years. Now electricity is used more and LPG, CNG, petroleum is used more because of the increased population. Vehicles are also increasing and the population is also increasing. So the use of our natural resources also increasing. And if we keep on using it in such manner, we are sure that we won't find it in the future. A future generation will not have so much how much we are using in the present. So we need to keep in mind that we need to preserve and conserve our natural resources. So save fuel and make it a habit to save your fuel. So I hope children have understood this lesson. So your homework for this part is that you need to read this lesson at least once or twice. And thank you and have a very nice day.